All right, so we've got another vector decomposition problem. In this case, I got the vector f pointing upward, and I want to decompose it into components in the e hat 1 and e hat 2 directions defined like so. And of course, I'm going to go back to my recipe. I'm going to start by constructing a forced triangle. F here is going to be the hypotenuse of that triangle, and the two other sides of the triangle are going to be aligned parallel with the e hat 1 and e hat 2 directions. And I want to arrange them in such a way that they add up to the f. So in particular, let me just start it off. So I'm going to start at the base of f. I'm going to go out this way in the e hat, looks like the e hat 2 direction, or parallel to the e hat 2 direction. And then I'm going to go this way in the e hat 1 direction, or the minus e hat 1 direction. And these two vectors are arranged in a tip to tail fashion, so they add up to the f. And of course that's the whole point, right? We want vectors in the e hat 1 direction and e hat 2 direction to add up to the f. Next thing I need to do is find the lengths of those two sides, and I have to use some information given to me. In particular, I've got this angle theta that's given to me. What is that angle theta? Well, that's the angle of the e hat 2 direction relative to vertical. Notice that f is in the vertical direction. This side of the triangle right here is parallel to e hat 2, so therefore this angle in my triangle right there has to be the theta. And now that I have that angle theta, I can easily pull off the relative magnitudes of the sides of that triangle. So looking at this piece in the e hat 2 direction, it is adjacent to the angle theta, so that's why I have f cosine theta in the e hat 2 direction. In the e hat 1 direction, I've got something opposite of that angle theta, so that's why I have the f sine theta. Now let's just double check that we get the signs of these two components right. So let's look at the e hat 1 component. That was this piece right up here. Notice the e hat 1 component of my vector, that goes up and to the left, whereas the e hat 1 component, the e hat 1 basis vector, goes down and to the right. So these two are in opposite directions, so therefore my e hat 1 component has to be in the minus e hat 1 direction. So hence the minus sign right there. Looking at the e hat 2 direction, this component of the force vector f, this component of the vector f is upward and to the right, e hat 2 is upward and to the right. So those two are sort of aligned in the same direction. So that component is in the positive e hat 2 direction. And that's it. So let me just erase this so that I can put a nice pretty box around it. And that's what we get. Over and out.